Hello everyone, welcome to Engineer Thoughts. In this video we will see how the maths concepts are used in the real life. We would have studied various type of maths concepts starting from addition, subtraction, LCM, HCF, angles, countings, combinations, parabola, hyperbola and everything. In this video we will take few of them and we will see how these things are applied in the real life scenario in step-by-step manner. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and without any delay we will get into the video. The first one that we are going to discuss is angle. Angle, we have heard it is acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle and more. Position, direction, precision and optimization. These are all the certain reasons why people uses angle in their daily life. For example, if you take a street intersection, the angle will be equivalent to 90 degrees or they will try to make it greater than 90 degree in an obtuse angle. Because let's consider if a car has to make a sharp 60-degree turn onto a traffic turn, the probability of accident occurring is more. So the city planners or the road designers, what they will do is they will add an additional intersection so that the car will turn 150 degree and again to 90 degrees so that the accident rate that is occurred because of the sharp turn will be reduced. They are restructuring the angles in an intersection to make the turning of the vehicle very easy. So in this we can see the car is very easier to turn in obtuse angle rather than right angle. The another important usage of angle is when designing car parking lot. We would have seen many car parking lot with right angle parking space as well as with some inclined angle. So we will discuss what is advantage and disadvantage of using those two. So when it comes to right angle, the first advantage is we can dock as many as cars into the specific parking lot. It would be very difficult for the user to turn to park in as well as park out the car. But when the parking lot is designed in such a way, the car should turn in an obtuse angle to park in and park out. It will be easy for the user to dock in the car as well as park out the car. But the main disadvantage is there will be some left out areas remain unused while the car parking lot is designed in an inclined way, but it will be easy for the user to park in and park out. We would have studied latitude and longitude, which are also a coordinate system that let everyone to determine their location of a single point on any part of Earth's surface. Okay, what is coordinates? When it comes to two-dimensional object, we will have a coordinates from x and y point. If it is a three-dimensional object, we will put with x, y and z axis. Latitude refers to the angle that is being measured from equator to the center of Earth. Similarly, longitude is an imaginary line that connects from North Pole to South Pole, which crosses Greenwich, London. It is the angle made from the center of Earth to the intersection point at prime meridian, the imaginary line. So if you consider a city called Chicago, the angle between the center of Earth to equator and center of Earth to Chicago is 41 degree. Similarly, the angle between the prime meridian to center of Earth from center of Earth to Chicago is 87 degree. That's why we are telling that Chicago is 41 degree latitude and 87 degree longitude. With this we can see how the coordinate systems are used in real life to determine the location of any part of the Earth. You would have seen these concentric circle in a fallen tree. These concentric circle, do you know what it refers to? It refers to the age of the tree. The first circle is first year, second year, third year, fourth year and goes on. Similarly, these concentric circles are related to the circumference of the tree. How? Let's say we have the width of each concentric circle of a fallen tree and take that value, and with the circumference of the circle we will measure the diameter and calculate the radius. As soon as we have the radius of the tree as well as the average ring width that is being calculated using the fallen tree, we will just divide the radius with the average ring width. We will get approximate age of that particular tree. In this way, the circumference concept is used in calculating the age of the tree. Additionally, with the color of the bark or any scar, they are determining whether it is a dry season or a wet season, or if there is any forest fire happened, and so on. In top of our building, we would have seen our dish antenna is in parabolic shape. The reason behind is the parabolic reflector accumulates and concentrates the energy from the outside source to a particular point so that the signal received at that particular point will be sufficient enough for us to see the proper picture in our TV. So they have did some clever engineering to maximize the benefit of parabolic reflector to combine all the energies to a stronger energy. Another thing is optical property is also responsible for parabola shaped unidirectional lights such as car headlights. if a bulb is placed at a focus of parabolic mirror, the light rays reflects off mirror parallel to each other, making a focused beam of light. So in this way, we can see there are various usage of parabola in real life. We would have studied countings and combinations in maths. Let's see how it has been applied in the license plate. So if you consider the license plate of India, the first two digit is state and the second two digit is regional transport office number of a particular state. And the last piece is the combination. So there are two types of combinations that been applied, one with single alphabet, another with double alphabet, and followed with 4-digit number. Let's calculate how many unique number plates that can be generated out of double alphabets. The first alphabet can be replaced with any of the 26, so we will calculate the number as 26 multiplied with the second alphabet. Similar way we can replace with any 26 alphabet, so 26 multiplied with 26. The next 4-digit number, in the first digit we can apply any number from 0 to 9, so we have 10 numbers multiplied with 10, 10, 10 and 10. The total number of unique plate that can be generated is 67,60,000. Similarly, in a single alphabet case, it is 2,60,000 unique numbers. So in this way, we can see how the combination is being applied while designing the license plate. You would have all seen the Olympic tracks, running race tracks. If they all started from the same lane, then the athletes in the outer lane would have to run further than the athletes in the inner lane because of the semicircle at the top and bottom of the track. So each lane has to be a special starting position. So they all have to run the same distance. Let's learn how to calculate the correct position for 400-meter race and how the max has been implemented in this particular race. Before going into the calculation, if you see the International Association of Athletic Federation competition rule book, they have mentioned that the width of the each lane should be 1.22 meters and the calculation that needs to be calculated for the first lane is 0.3 meters and 0.2 for the next consecutive lanes because of the curve that has been present in the inner lane. Now we will calculate the distance of the inner lane. Radius of the top and bottom semicircle is 36.5 meters. For the inner lane, based on the rule book, we need to add 0.3 meters to it. So the radius will become 36.5 plus 0.3, which is equal to 36.8 meters. We have two semicircle, one at top and bottom. Consider it as an entire circle. And we have two straight lines, which is of 84.39 meters. The circumference of the circle is 2 into pi into r. The radius is 36.8. When we implement it, we will get the circumference as 231.22 meters. When you add the two straight section of 84.3 meters, we will get the value of 400 meters. But that is not the case for the entire lane. Now we will calculate the distance for the lane 2. Lane 1 will have the width of 1.22 meters. We need to add that 1.22 with the radius 36.5, which results to 37.72 meters. According to the rule IAAF, we need to add 0.2 meters for the next consecutive lane. So 37.72 plus 0.2 will become 37.92, that is the radius. When you calculate the circumference, it results in 238.26. When you add the two straight sections of 84.39 meters, it will result in 407.04 meters, where 7.04 meter is longer than lane 1. So the athlete who is starting in the lane 2 should start 7.04 meter ahead of lane 1. So similarly, try calculating for other lanes, and that's all for this video. I hope you found it useful, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.